Zealand rugby teams don't rebuild, they reload. But heading into this Super Rugby season, not everyone looks ready. Crusaders looking to go back-to-back, a very familiar situation for them. Chiefs off the back of 3 grand finals and no wins, want to make it a 4th, but want to win at all costs. Hurricanes want to go deeper into the final stages. Blues off the back of a mediocre season last year want to step it up this year. And Highlanders, oh man, Highlanders are the dark horse of the New Zealand rugby teams this year. 2 absolute legends in Kurt Eklund and Naitoa Koui join in on the show. Really appreciate them jumping on. Big shout out to Killian at Counter Ruck for making that happen, for the link up. And let me know in the comments who's your team you're going for, who's going to win it this year, who's the dark horse this year, which player are you looking out for this year, who's your must watch. Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And grab your popcorn, grab your beers, grab your Milo, whatever you're into. And let's get straight into it. So with the Crusaders, again, just, man, can we get someone else to win? Crusaders finished second last year, but go on to win it. And what a turnaround for them in 2024, where they almost finished last. They come to the next year, which was last year, and go on to win the bloody thing. Oh, they won 11 games, lost 3 last year, and picked up some heavy hitters. So Lester Fainganuku being the key signing for the Crusaders this year. Some of the guys moving on, obviously, James O'Connor, Ioane Muananu, who's moved over to the Waratahs. Levi Moore's not there. Tom Christie going up north to play in the Premiership. But we'll focus on the key addition in Lester Fainganuku. I don't think we don't need to spend much time on it because we know what he brings. Absolute devastating with ball in hand. Strong carrier, agile, mobile, big, strong, run over the top of you, run around you, whatever he wants to do. And I'm looking forward to having him back in the Super Rugby and then back for the All Blacks as well, which is, we did see it a bit at the end of last year, but it'll be good. Obviously, a lot of people not liking that he's going to an already stacked team, but who cares, man? You grab onto the guys that you can get, and Crusaders have got their man back. Richie Mo'unga will be back end of this year as well, going into next year. So if anything, the Crusaders are just, it's only starting again. Which is not good for anyone else, let's be honest. So player to watch for me, I've got 2 here. So I've got Jamie Hanna, again, lock, youngster. He's been in and around it for a while, but I think this is the year that he really breaks through. Got high work rate, really good at lineouts, loves to carry the ball as well, but mainly his work rate is a big one here. So I've gone Jamie Hanna, and then I've got Ollie Mathis, a flanker, burst onto the scene in the NPC. I think he played a bit of under 20s or 7s, I think it was, but a flanker that can play like an outside centre or winger. A lot about him, a lot of talk around him as well. So I'll be very excited to see how he goes. Guys leading from the front. So this is guys that have been the core group of players that have been in and around the squad that the club, the players, and everyone around rely on these guys to week in, week out, play 8 or 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. So I've got Cody Taylor, Scott Barrett, Ethan Blackadder, and Will Jordan. Yes, there's obviously a lot more you can add to that list, but these are the guys that you don't want injured. You want them playing week in, week out, and you want them playing good footy as well. So Crusaders will be leaning on those guys. Where I see Crusaders finishing, it's up in that 1 to 3. They're in that 1 to 3 bracket. I can't see them, like the squad that they got, Sevu Reese, you rattle like Fletcher Newell up front, Tamaiti Williams still there, Noah Hotham, and you've got Kyle Preston, like Braden Enor, David Harvey. Like there's so many gun players in the squad. I can't see them dropping out of that 1 to 3 bracket. Naitoa Koui, how are you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm very good. Very good.
Thanks. Appreciate you jumping on. Quick shout out to Counter Ruck and Killian for the link up. Really appreciate it. Man, we're here. We're back. It's another season of Super Rugby. How's the body feeling pre-season? How are we doing?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Man, it just It goes by so quickly, yeah. And I was lucky to have 2 months off. I had surgery and that sort of stuff, so I had some time off. But even that felt like it's a lifetime ago now that we're in season. So it's good to be back though. I'm always excited once you get back into preseason that you're going into another season. But yeah, it's been a big couple of weeks, and this week we are now into our game week. So we're actually playing Drua in the Mounts on Friday, which I mean, preseason is hard in itself, and then you kind of look forward to the preseason games because the training week's not as hard. But when you know you got to play the Drua at the end of the week, you're like, oh, mate, that's just as hard as bloody getting flogged when you're not playing, really.
Yeah,
so,
I can imagine.
I'm excited. Yeah.
What are you playing as well? I know some boys won't.
I should be playing. Yeah, I should be playing. Yeah, which would be cool.
And what's your mindset going into like warm-up games? Is it a bit of like, do you think of that, or are you just going full out?
No, I find it challenging some preseason games, but like it's always hard. I guess to know that it's kind of they're not really meaningless, but for the competition they're meaningless. But I forgot. Ivan Cleary, I think he said, not everything matters, but it does count.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thing I've been enhancing in my mind of like, yes, it's a preseason game. The competition, it doesn't mean anything, but at the same time, like it's my first head out in a while, team's first head out in a while. You get to blow the cobwebs out. I'm excited, and it's cool to be doing in the Mount. I play for the Bad Penny Steamers, so that's the region in which we're playing in. So yeah, I'm excited to get back into rugby because I do feel like it's been a while since I last played. So yeah.
Yeah, and nothing beats like proper contact, like training bags and honestly, all of that stuff. Doesn't
literally.
Yeah.
And like you can do as much running and as much off-feet training as you can, as you want to, but nothing's harder than like you just need to start playing rugby to get your fitness back. And no better teams do it than the flipping Drua, which
have you spoken to whoever organised this? Like, are you serious?
Yeah, I was kind of like, guys, pick another team, honestly.
Especially
the first game back. Like, usually I played a few games before we get to the Drua, and so my body's a bit harder. For the first game back to be against those guys, and those guys, man, like from 1 to 23, everyone can sidestep, everyone can run it straight. Like, everyone's got a skill set out of this world, so. It's a good way to get into it, but it's also like, holy, should have given me just a little bit more warm-up. But
straight into it.
Got to be done.
So before we kind of look forward, just a bit of reflection kind of the past. I would say for any other team, I would say of the past last year, but for the Chiefs, and I mean this with like, man, I love and appreciate you guys, all right? But for the past 3 years, you've made it the whole way, and it's just that last hurdle. There's that saying, what's that saying of the definition of insanity is doing the same thing but expecting different results. But you guys need to do the same thing, but then just that last, what's kind of the chat been around that?
We actually haven't had too much chat about it, which has been, I don't know, I guess it's been good. I think going into a camp and connecting with the boys, we'll probably build our theme and they'll probably bring the theme towards us during the week. So I think this week will be exciting in terms of getting away with everyone and then kind of sort of, I guess, not unearthing those feelings because to be fair, they haven't really left, but just digging deeper into what we want to do in this season. And man, I've been in 6 finals. I've been in 4 Super Rugby finals, 2 NPC finals. And I ain't won a single one of them. So it's like, man, I don't know. I don't know if whether you'd rather lose before, like lose in the quarterfinals, so you had a bigger holiday, then get all the way to the very end and lose in the in the final. But
that's the thing. Like, there's always a winner, there's always a loser. But if it's consistently you losing,
man.
like that was like mentally. And I know everyone comes in like revived, new year, new season, but mentally it's like it has to be draining.
Honestly, like it's hard. It's very hard to get there in the first place. And every final that I've been in, I've been super confident that we're going to win. So every time we've lost, I've been like, what's just happened? Like it's just a movie of like, oh my God, I can't believe we got this far, I didn't get this far. And I just had so much confidence in our team. So the emotional toll it takes on you to be on for the whole final series, but also to get to the very end and come up short this many times. It's hard, but the thing about it is that you still get time off. You switch teams, which I think in New Zealand is very cool, because I know in France they play like 32 games in a year, and they don't switch teams. But I think we'd play just a little bit less, but you'd have Super Rugby and NBC, so you still get to freshen up and I guess escape from the year that's gone, because you're into a whole new thing. But every time you get back into preseason, like for us, and every time you think about the year and you're just thinking, what are the goals we want to do? You always end up going, holy heck, there's things we need to do, or I really don't want to come second again. So, yeah.
And I just hope, like, you guys have definitely got a squad to go the whole way. I just hope for you guys, like, getting there again, it then doesn't become oh, fuck, we've been here that many times, but just can't pull it through. I just hope that, because, man, I go for the Waratahs, I go for the Hurricanes in my All Black or New Zealand team, okay?
Gotcha.
But Chiefs, like, gun squad, and you have been, it's kind of your championship window, it's been for the past, like, 3-4 years. I honestly, man, even if you guys played against one of those teams in the final, I would want you guys to win just because of everything. I can only imagine how it feels. But I don't want to hang too much on that.
That's okay.
We've been positive. We've been positive. All right.
That's right.
For you, I don't think last year, I don't think it was made public, but there was social media posts of you training with the All Blacks. How was that? How did that come about? And how was that for you?
Yeah, we finished the comp, and I was literally packing my house up after our interview due, and then I got a text. And I got a text from Jace Ryan, the forwards coach. So I gave him a call, and then he asked me if I could come in on the Friday and train Friday to Sunday. And I went there, and I think they brought me in for the next week, and it just kept recurring because they had so many injuries. So I did the French tour with them, and then that was really it. So they didn't really publicize it, which was I don't know how that all worked, but it was a really cool experience, a cool understanding of what it takes to be at the pinnacle, and it was really cool to be in the biggest pressure you could be in as a rugby player in New Zealand, which is the All Blacks, and kind of soak in that environment. And I enjoyed it. Definitely was intense. Definitely was the most intense environment I've ever been a part of. But I guess it's probably like that anywhere when you're at the top of your game, really. So, yeah, it was a cool experience.
Does that give you a bit of I don't say a kick up, not a kick up the arse, but it gives you a bit of extra motivation going into the season? As you are noticed, you are spoken about?
Yeah, I think it was cool to kind of get that recognition. I feel like I've been playing good footy for the time I've been in New Zealand rugby. So for it to come into fruition that year was kind of cool. But yeah, I guess for me, I've always been confident in my abilities and always feel that I'm one of the top players in this competition. But whether you get recognition or not, I still can sit with myself at the end of every year and say, hey, I believe in myself. So it was pretty cool. And I guess this year you can do it all over again and try for one better, which was to actually be named. Yeah,
awesome. And then just like for you personally, position-wise, you've got a bit of versatility about you. So obviously in the second row, in the back row. Do you like that? Do you want to hone in on one spot, or do you like that you can play 5 positions?
Yeah. I think I don't know, but I always joked that I could play 7, but I actually don't know if I really can. But I think it's hybrid. That's what I've been trying to say. But yeah, I think it's like I'm pretty sure I'd be one of the shortest locks in New Zealand rugby, or maybe in Super. So I know my size and what that is in terms of the image of a lock. And I also know that I can play different positions. But like the Chiefs, you look at the Chiefs, the whole Chiefs forward pick from it is All Blacks everywhere, and they're all in my position. So for me, I'm just trying to fight to start in my team and compete. And which is the cool thing about it is that we have all these All Blacks. So it's a really competitive environment. Everyone wants to be playing. So yeah, and I've always said like I just want to play. You can play me anywhere, and I don't really care. And I think that's the cool thing about my versatility is that I can do multiple things. But I just want to play really.
So looking at the ins and outs I've got here with Anton Leonard-Brown on sabbatical. Are you chucking the 13 jumper on there?
Yeah, I could do that. I can't do that. Sorry. Yeah, there's limitations to my body, and I don't think 13's something I'm actually capable of.
So we'll stay in the forwards. We'll stay in the forwards.
I'll stay in my lane. I could branch out to something different, but probably not as far as 13.
13.
But
10.
that'd be crazy. Yeah,
got the ball skills for 10.
I like it.
One of the other guys moving on, obviously Shooter Stevenson. That'll be a big loss. But look at some of the boys that have come in. So Foketi, Lolakai Foketi, then Kyron Fulau. What have you liked about these boys? Obviously very athletic players. I don't know, they're in the back. So I think you've got Tyrone Thompson in the forwards. What have you liked about some of the new boys that have come in?
Kyron's a freak, hey?
Athletic.
And I remember a lot of people saying it, and I'm like, okay, like we've got athletes in our team, but like that dude is a bit of a freak. So I'd say he's quite good, and it just boosts our stocks in the backfield. But again, like you think about the players that we have in our team,
it's wild. Yeah,
it's hard. It's like for everyone that doesn't play, a lot of them could compete and play Super Rugby for different franchises. So, all those guys that are here have come in are really good, unreal. But at the same time, the guys that are still here, they're still like. You think of it's Moni Narawa, Leroy Carter, like the caliber of players that are still here in the team with the additives of those guys who are coming in. Like, it'd be hard to be a coach for our team, I reckon, to select every weekend. So, I
think it's almost an underrated. I don't even know if it is rated or underrated skill for a coach. Is when you've got a headache around selection.
Oh,
now you have to do the whole. It's almost, I reckon, with the All Blacks players that have to be rotated, it probably helps them a lot. It's like,
I think so.
Thank God I have to rest this guy now so I can give someone else. Yeah.
And Donk did a good job last year of, or actually every year he's been of rotating players.
Yep.
And he just said once you get to the tail end of the season, we're just going to pick out best players. But he made sure everyone got a shot. For us personally, I don't know if that's the same for John and what he's going to do, but it's I can't imagine. Some of those positions.
Biggest headache.
Literally.
So you kind of touched on it before, but expectations this year and kind of goals. I know everyone's expectation is to win, but is there something else that there's kind of a theme for this year going forward with you boys? Or
for us personally, we haven't honed in on our theme yet. I think this camp would do that for us, but I just want to win. Honestly,
that says enough, man.
That's literally it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I think a lot of it's just simple as that. Like, I just want to win. Yeah.
Personal goals for yourself? Are you someone who puts like you've got the whiteboard with personal goals?
Anything I've got a few.
Yeah.
Again, I want to play for our team. I want to start, and again, that's a difficult thing because we have Josh Lord, who's an All Black Toops, who's again like probably one of the best All Blacks that played last year. And then you got a guy named Fitisa who's coming up, who's I think he's like 125, 26 kilo. It's fully athletic, much bigger than me. So the competition within the Chiefs it's hard to even get a jersey. So for me, I've got to come in and compete every day. So that for me is a big goal of mine. And the All Black dream is always there, and I won't hang my head on it because of the things that are going on in terms of where I stand in certain people's eyes. So I just let that be something and I can't control it. But for me, if I can come in every day and compete, then that'll give me the best possible chance. And then I can look back at the end of the year and say, hey, if I competed every year, every day, and then I got to the end and it didn't work out for me, then at least I did what I could do. So,
hard work, man. Head down, ass up.
Literally, man. Yeah. Amen, bro.
And then lastly, and this is a bit of humor, it's a bit of tongue-in-cheek sort of stuff. I don't know if you've seen the past couple of weeks. I think it was last week. Waratahs had a bit of a hoo-ha in the training session. So obviously not to that extent, but is there someone, have you ever got into a hoo-ha at training? And is there someone in the Chiefs that just irritates you?
Real niggly? Yeah. Nah, see, I'm the furthest from conflict.
Okay.
And not every day I can go into training and get really in the red to the point where I'm throwing hands. Like it's never ever happened for me. And some days I'm really in there, but a lot of the time, man, I'm like, I can't really get into that
Yeah.
sort of angry mode where I am trying to fight someone. But yeah, the Chiefs used to be renowned for having biffs every week. It doesn't happen as often now. But yeah, when I saw that in Waratahs, I was kind of like, yeah, it happens though. That's just the competitive edge that we bring. So
I think it's two guys in the same position as well. So
I see.
That adds a bit of spice to it.
It does. And everyone wants to compete. That's why we're here.
If someone told you that you had to throw hands with someone and you guys would win the Super Rugby, who are you throwing hands with at training? Who irritates you at training? Again, this is just humor.
I'd love to throw hands at Liam Messam. Because I feel like if I got that guy, it would be like, actually, I can't say that. I'm going to get a hiding it. But who would I throw hands at? In Naitoa, he's my fit mate. He's you probably hear me right now. I'd love to fight that guy. He's got a big mouth. And it's non-stop.
Love that.
He will just keep on going. And he's impressive at how much shit can come out of his mouth. So I'd say I'd like to.
Every team has that.
Get him on it.
Every team has that guy.
Literally, yeah.
It's good for vibes.
It is. Sometimes. It is. Very good for vibes. But when I first met him, he would tell me stuff, and I didn't know who he was as a person. So he'd tell me all these things, and I believed them all. Yeah. And one day I had this snap moment, and I'm like, oh my God, you can just talk. And then now he's talking to the young guys and having these stories. And the young guys are like, oh, yeah. Yeah. And I'm looking at them like, honestly, mate, you can't believe what you're saying. So,
don't fall for it.
Morning, I'd like to fight you somewhere in the lounge over there.
All right, man. That's it. So I appreciate you coming on. Like, all the best for the season. And
thank you.
I really hope you guys make it the whole way and finally win it, man. I think for everyone else, because I can only imagine how hard it is been for the last couple of years.
Yeah. Amen, brother. Thank you very much for having me, Brian. I appreciate your time, and hopefully it does. Hopefully it goes whatever. We win. Yep. So thank you.
That's it. All right. Again, Counter Ruck and Killian, appreciate the link up. Naitoa, Koui, appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it, man.
Then we've got the Hurricanes. My Hurricanes finished 4th last year, win 8, lost 5, drew 1. Man, they want to go a step or two further this year. You want to go deep into the finals. You want to make the grand final. You want to be in contention for that title again. Some players coming back, but then they've got that core group of players again that are just another year together. And expectation, I think, for them will be very, very high. So key additions. You're looking at Jordie Barrett, Josh Morby, Vernon Basson, Warner Dearns, Lucas Cashmore. Some big names there. They've obviously had some guys move on as well. Cade Banks, Peter Omanga, Jensen being some of those guys. Jordie Barrett back in the squad it's going to be huge for them. Just with regards to, obviously, his playing ability, his ability to carry the ball defensively strong as well, can kick far. But more, I think he's just cool, calm, and being composed in the midfield there. Jordie Barrett, been there, done that, outstanding player, and it just brings that cool, calm, and collectedness, like I just said, in the midfield. They'll need that when times are going tough, when it's going good. You need the cool, calm, and collected players in there. So I think he'll be very important for them. My player to watch, Vernon Basson, hooker, former New Zealand under-20s captain as well. There's a bit about them. There's a lot of young players coming through, one-off players at different clubs coming through. Hopefully they get opportunities at the right time, and we can see what they're made about. Because a lot of them, there's a lot of talk that has happened for a lot of them, and you just want them to get game time. He'll be sitting behind someone like Asafa Almoa, and he'll learn a lot from him at the Hurricanes, I'm pretty sure. But any opportunity he gets, watch out for Vernon Basson. I hope that's how you say his surname. All right. My lead from the front for the Hurricanes, Jordie Barrett, Ruben Love, Duplessis Karifi, Peter Lakai. Again, that core group of players that have now played together for a while. Jordie Barrett back in the fold after his little sabbatical with Leinster. These guys, Hurricanes are going to rely on these guys to week in, week out playing 8, 9, 10 out of 10, lead from the front. When they're doing good, these guys are playing well. When they're doing bad, these guys are bringing everyone in, saying what needs to be said, or not, just leading by example. Love to see how they play Ruben Love as well. There's talk that he might play a 10. He's a skillful player, man. I love that he can play those different positions. But you want your players like that the X factor, that are skillful, that can pull a rabbit out of a hat on the field, that can do something from nothing. You want those guys getting lots of touches on the ball. And who gets lots of touches on the ball? Your 10. So if that means Ruben Love steps in at 10, let's go. He's a quality player, can definitely play there. And I hope he gets lots of minutes there because, man, let's go. Give him the ball. Let him do his stuff. I've got Hurricanes finishing in that 1, 2, 3 bracket as well. I think they go one step better this year. They were 4th last year. I think they finish in that 1, 2, 3 bracket.
Good, Eklund. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, man? Good, thank you. Very well.
Good.
Very well.
Appreciate you giving up your time. Shout out to Killian and Counter Ruck for making this happen, for the link up.
Yeah, big time.
Quick. Well, firstly, how's the body? Preseason into it, couple of weeks out. How are we feeling?
No, it's been good, man. The weather hasn't been playing ball, which is a bit of a pain, but otherwise, body's feeling good. We've got our first preseason game this weekend.
Yep.
Which I'm not playing in because I'm old.
Yeah.
And they're looking after me.
Yep.
And they're looking after me. So I'll be back in for preseason, our second preseason game before everything kicks off the following week after that.
Yeah, bit of downtime before it gets serious, which is
there
bad.
was, but things have really ramped up now, and boys been working hard, man.
Absolutely,
it's cool. It's good vibes. So, no, it's all good stuff.
I can imagine. Before we kind of look forward, a little reflection on last year. Like you guys went from in 24 winning the comp to then really struggling last year by your own standards. Just a bit of you guys would have spoken about it heaps as well. I can imagine what's kind of been the chat around that, and then kind of giving an insight on like how hard it is to back up. Like you guys did really well in 24, and then how hard is it to back that up?
Yeah, no, great question, man, and we definitely have touched on it. I suppose last year, coming off that high of winning. The year before, you sort of just come in to training or back into camp and just think things are going to take off where they left.
Yeah.
And we probably assumed that things were going to be a little bit along those lines. But, as everybody else does, they get time away and then sort of picked our flaws. And, mate, we didn't start well. And that really bit us in the ass, to be fair. We lost our... I can't remember what it is now, but it felt like probably like half a dozen games, and then from there you just can't. You need to win everything from there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you get deep into a season, and boys need a rest, but you can't rest them because you need your strongest team out there, and it's just that big snowball effect. So yeah, we've spoken about it, and I think there's a huge emphasis on wanting to start the competition well this year.
Yeah, it's a big, and it puts you, like you've just said, it puts you under so much pressure if you do start poorly, and then you start playing those away games as well, and you're like, well, we've got to win this one. And like you said, you've got to rest guys, but then you also want to play your strongest side. Comes kind of that catch-22, isn't it?
Yeah, seriously, man. So we struggled with that a little bit last year.
Yep.
I think it was probably halfway through the season when we realised what was going on, and things started coming right for us, and we made a good push towards the end there, but it was probably just a little bit too late.
Too little, too late. And then you go from that, where I guess as being a professional rugby player, you want to do your best in that, not having the best season you guys would have liked. Then you go to the kind of the high of repping the Maoris. How was that, man?
That was awesome, man. Definitely one of the career highlights for me, being able to lead that team out for the first time in Japan. It's a very proud team. I'm very proud to be able to represent that team. I get my whakapapa from my mum's side, and she passed away before she could see me play any of this professional rugby, man. So every time I represent that team, I'm representing her, and it's something, that I'm extremely proud of.
Awesome. I can only imagine like the pride in that, but then also the fun as well, and then also from what I've heard, the knowledge on learning more about that Maori culture. So that would have been a cool trip.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh no!
Yeah, there we go. We're back. We're back. Yeah.
You can't hear them? Hey? I'll put them in another room now. We were with Maldives. Yeah, awesome. It's awesome, man. I remember my first experience in the Maldives environment, and it was exactly that. I didn't really know too deeply about where I was from and who my family was and things like that. And each year that I go into the environment, I learn a little bit more, and I always take away something that I can bring back home, which is really cool. And it's so cool because we only got such a short time frame.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how close you can get with somebody over a couple of weeks, Yeah. And I think they really do a great job in driving that connection piece for us as Māori to the team, to who we're representing, and that just makes us bond stronger again. So it's good fun too. There's always a couple of beers along the way, and
yeah, nice. It's good, like because I'm South African that's now been living in Oz for like 10 years. And the more like podcasts you listen to, the more guys are speaking up. Well, not speaking up, that's probably the wrong term, but just speaking out about it, to give you like sharing the knowledge and things that they've learned. It's really cool to hear it from, or to listen to it and to kind of learn about it from like a fan's point of view, or someone that's learning from outside that's got no clue about it at all. We just see or just hear about Maoris, and it's like, oh, yeah, there's the guys with the tattoos, but there's a lot more to it than that. Yeah,
it's a little bit deeper than that, man. And like I said, it's a pretty special environment to be a part of, and it's a big honor, really.
Cool. Just checking the ins and outs for this year. So you guys obviously lose big players in, like Mark Talia is out, Harry Plummer's gone this year, Rico Ioane on sabbatical as well. Don't want to focus too much on the guys leaving, more on one of your players coming in, who's coming in with a wealth of experience, Peter Aki from Toulouse, won everything with Toulouse. What have you made of him with his first bit of involvement within the squad? I'm guessing straight into the leadership group. How's he been?
Yeah, man. It's pretty awesome, mate, having someone with his experience and just, I suppose, a different way of looking at the game. A lot of the boys, or most of the boys who are in the Blues. Sorry, baby, I'm just on a Zoom call. It's actually an interview. It's okay. So
that's all right.
There's my wife to be, actually my fiance. We're getting married, and she's pregnant. So big ups to you. Love you, babe. I'm just on an interview. Please leave me for now. I'll see you soon. I'll see you later.
Make sure you do whatever she asked. All right.
Honestly, belly rubs, foot rubs, all that sort of stuff. No, I know the drill. I know the drill. Peter, man, it's awesome having him back in the team. Well, he played for the Blues.
A while ago.
Before I was there. It's funny. We played under 16s in Auckland together.
Oh, sick!
Which is kind of cool. So we've done this full circle thing. Well, it's cool for me because he's obviously this player, and such big aura around him. And to be back in the same side as him is pretty cool. But he brings a wealth of knowledge, and just a different way of looking at things. He's very cool, like calm, cool, calm and collected. He's and I think that comes with the experience that he has, and he has a very calming presence.
Yeah, nice.
That makes sense.
And obviously an absolute weapon with ball,
that's
both sides of the ball as well. Yeah.
Exactly, man. So he has the ability to chill everyone out. But looking forward to seeing him rip in. Actually, it's going to be cool. I think looking forward to seeing everyone play. To be fair, we've been in preseason for since November. Then first proper hit out on Friday. So you're looking forward to that.
Nice. Is there a player to watch, a newbie that's come in that no one really knows about, or someone people do know about, someone that's...
I was thinking about that the other day. There's there's a lot. We've got a lot of young boys coming through at the moment, which is awesome. They bring that excitement. To put my finger on one of them,
That's
it'd be
hard.
too hard, I reckon. Yeah, but we got some good Lucy's coming forward. Obviously, Shay Clark. Yeah, yeah. So some exciting talent across the board. We've got some young sevens boys in there as well.
Yeah.
So no, it'll be cool.
Yeah. I'm loving I would say a code swap because it's similar, but just the sevens boys coming over and just ripping up. Like you see how they all just their athletic ability in contact, but like evading players defensively as well. It's wild how they can translate that and do so well.
I reckon it's pretty cool because, a lot of them, they get picked out of school to go play sevens. And I think it sets them up really good. They've got a good environment there and they get this base fitness, bro, that I could only dream of having.
Yeah. I can imagine.
And half my age, so I'm just like
trying to keep up. Yeah.
Honestly, man, if I'm marking them, come on, a little bit tighter, boys. Help me out here. Help me out.
Go for the intercept. Go for the intercept.
Honestly, or just pull a hammy before even something like that.
And then just, I guess, expectations for the year. Kind of, we maybe touched on it earlier, but I guess expectations and team goals for the year. For you guys.
You always have the expectation and the goal as a team to, win the comp.
Yep.
And if that's not your goal, then I feel like you're wasting everybody else's time,
Yep.
So I feel like, every team talks about that though at the start of the season, like what's our mate, we want to win, but how are you going to get there? And I think we've set some good values in place and a few good pillars that, if we work to and keep honest to, then we have good crack. Like I said, we've got a lot of young, exciting talent coming through, but there's still enough old heads to keep everybody on the right page and steer the ship. So it's going to be exciting.
Start fast and start.
Got to start fast, bro.
That's it. And then just touching on kind of personal goals. Are you someone that puts goals out for yourself? I know a lot of guys don't, but this year for you, any goals?
Yeah, I just want to be a good supportive partner first and foremost, and a great dad.
That's it. Leave it at that.
Babe, did you hear that? Babe, did you hear that? Number one.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like, you want to be starting in the teams that you're representing. But I can only do my best, and then that's out of my hands. So also, like I said, probably one of the more experienced dudes in the team now, and just helping the younger guys get comfortable and bleed them through a little bit. I enjoy watching the boys grow. So if I can help with that, then that'll be cool too. But in terms of representative teams, I feel like if you start focusing on that sort of thing, you lose sight of what's happening in front of you. So, mate, I'm just getting up and enjoying my time when I can. And, all of that stuff will just take care of itself as it's supposed to.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. Love that. And then lastly, just to finish off, and this is just more a bit of a humour side of it. I don't know if you've seen in the weeks past, Waratahs had a bit of a bit of passion, I call it a bit of passion.
What do you reckon? What are your thoughts? Because there's a bit of chat in the changing room.
It's two players in the same position.
Yeah.
So from what I've heard, he'd take him out without the ball. Old mate stood up to give him, and he's just unloaded on it. So I don't know if you've seen the footage. It's pretty hectic. I labelled it as a bit of passion, and that the Waratahs care a bit more about.
That's edge. They talk about edge in a team and being competitive, but I don't know if you're breaking someone's jaw.
Yeah,
mate.
that's another one. So the question I've got with this is, and again, there's only a bit.
Have you ever broken anyone's jaw?
Yeah, no. No. It's have you gotten to blows at training, or is there someone in your team that pisses you off, that sometimes you feel like you want to do that, or not obviously not break someone's eye socket?
Yeah. No, all the time. Bro, they all piss me off. All of them. Right. I feel we've got a pretty good crew. James, he was a shocker, for starting a bit of a Barney at work.
Sorry, who was that?
James Tucker, but he's not with us anymore. Okay. But No, I feel like, you got to have that balance, eh?
Yep.
You need to compete, and you need to keep each other honest, but it's just that was probably an example of going a little bit too far.
Wow. Yeah.
But you got to keep each other on the toes, a
Yeah.
push and a shove and rub his head into the ground every
Yeah.
now and then, it's never going to kill anyone. So, yeah. Not all of them.
He's coming for all of them. Yeah, not breaking eye sockets though. Just a bit.
I won't be doing
Just
that.
a bit of passion. All right, man. That's it. Again,
Cool.
appreciate it, man. All the best for the season. I'll be watching.
Thank you so much.
Love the Super. Although I
Cool.
would love the Springbok or the South African teams to come back into it, but that's another
telling me,
discussion
bro.
for another.
You're
Oh
telling
man,
me.
I can only imagine you guys missing the tours and all of
Yeah.
that. But man, all the best. I hope all your goals and all that shit comes true.
Yep.
Again, thanks to Counter Ruck. Appreciate the link up. And
big time.
cheers, man.
Awesome.
Enjoy.
Thanks,
all the
guys.
best.
Thank you, bro.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me, man.
Later.
And then we've got the Highlanders, like dark horse for this year. Last year finished 11th with only winning 3, losing 11. And that's tough. You finish last, but the inclusions or the recruitment for this year, I still believe that core group of players that they've got there, and it's just building. I think they're coming into a really good patch for the next 3, 4, 5 years are going to be super, super competitive. Because you rattle off some of the names. Look at the ins and outs for the Highlanders. So look at those key additions. You've almost got a whole team there. Angus Tarval is a big one. Dylan Pledger, ACL injury, out for the whole season. He was my player to watch, but I've had to change that up. But then you've got Andrew Newstar, who can cover a range of positions in the back line. Rishan Pasitoa coming from Western Force, good in the centres. Stanley Solomon, someone out the back, because there's lots of raps on him as well, coming through the under-20 system. But then I'm more looking at like the core group of players. So we'll get to that in a second. So player to watch for me, Lucas Casey. Scary scenes in the back row. Just work rate through the roof. Was unreal for Otago in the NPC, and really looking forward to see what he can do in Super Rugby this year. Stanley Solomon is another one. Back 3, not much of him, but nippy player, quick, agility, like skillful as well. But I mean, the back 3 at the Highlanders are stacked, so might not get a lot of game time, but when he does, watch out for him. And then the core group, or the leading from the front of players. So listen to some of these players. Timothy Tavatavanawa, Ethan de Groot, Fabian Holland, Falau Fakatava, Ratu Maitavuki Napkins, and Caleb Tangitau. Like, they've got a really strong core group of players that have all recently re-signed for a couple years. And this team is building. They are not a bottom of the ladder, a wooden spoon team at all this year, the Highlanders. I've got them being the biggest improvers this year. I've got them finishing in that 4 to 7 bracket. Like I said, core group of players that have penciled in, committed for the next couple of years. Good signings mixed with some young blood coming through. And I think they're in their championship window now for the next 4 or 5 years. So if they don't win it this year, which that'll be insane if they do, within the next 5 years, I say Highlanders will win Super Rugby with this group of players, for sure. And there you have it. New Zealand rugby teams preview done and dusted. Again, a massive shout out to Killian at Counter Ruck for getting the boys, Kurt Eklund and Naitoa Koui, on board, jumping on the show. Really appreciate it and really enjoyed their insights in Chiefs and Blues camp. And I can't wait to see how the season plays out. Let me know in the comments who your team is. How do you see this one going? Who wins it this year? Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Bye.